Alright, I wanted to make another quick video for you guys regarding the outline. So this is just the example outline that I have uploaded on e-learning for you guys already, but I just wanted to highlight a few things and go over a few things. So first, this is from a previous student that I had, and I think it's just a pretty good basic template outline. So nobody can do a speech on the American Pool Association. I hope that wasn't what they were interested in. But what I'm looking for, first to start things off, you don't need to have your name on here. You don't need to have any kind of that information on here. You're going to be uploading it to Dropbox, so I already know who's uploading it. So at the top, don't have any kind of header with your name, class number, anything like that. Just start with the title of the speech, the title of the outline, and then what assignment it is. So title, whatever you want to come up with for the topic that you're choosing, and then tell me whether it's the informative, persuasive, or the introductory speech. Then the next thing, you have your general purpose. So the general purpose of this speech is to inform, and then the specific purpose of the speech to inform the audience what the AP is, how to play 8-ball, and how to keep score in the APA. So this is the specific purpose of what this informative speech is. Next, you'll see the first section of the speech, introduction. So I'm looking for this to be centered and in bold, and you'll notice that all this is Times New Roman 12-point font. All right, but I want your speeches to essentially, your outlines to all have the same basic format. So you'll have the attention getter right here in bold, credibility statement right here in bold, thesis statement right here in bold, preview of main points right here in bold. And then you list 1, 2, and 3 for your preview of main points. And then before you get into the body, you have your transition statement saying where you're going to start with the speech. All right, notice how everything's clean looking. It's all aligned. It's not got massive amounts of space. It's double spaced throughout. Again, just like a reference page, it's double spaced throughout. There's not massive amounts of space in here. And the introduction section should just look clean and easy for me to read through right this. This is the attention getter. This is where the credibility and the relevance statement comes in. Here's the thesis statement, and then boom, this is what the preview of main points looks like. So literally the first page of all of yours, it's going to have different content, it's going to be different topics, but in terms of how the outline should look, this is how it should look for everybody. It should look this clean. So moving on then, and I guess it's going to make me do that, we have the body. Let's see if I can zoom in and it'll fix that. Nope. So we have the body of the speech. I just want to go to regular page viewer here. Well, anyhow, I guess we're just going to have to look at it as split screen. Next, moving on after the introduction, again, just like introduction, body is bolded and centered as the title. And then you'll see main point 1. This is where you say main point 1. Main point 1 is in bold. And as you can see, there's coordination to the way things are subordinated. So main point 1, the overarching topic is the APA is the largest pool league in the world. There's over 300 leagues. So what this whole point is getting across is this is how big it is. This is how expansive it is. It's all over the world. So then you break this down into 2 main points. A and B, however you want to organize that. But what you're basically doing is you're taking this overarching statement and breaking it down into 2 large things, A and B. So you're breaking it in half. And then what this person did under main point A, they even had more subordination. So they took this topic down and broke it down into 2 sections. And then they took this topic down and they broke it down into 2 sections. So as you're going through your research and coming up with your content, I'm going to be looking at how well you organize things. How well main point 1 is an overarching topic, subordinate point A and subordinate point B break down that main topic, and then how does Roman numeral 1 and Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 1 and Roman numeral 2 break down that topic even more. Alright, so I have it zoomed out just so you can kind of see overall what this looks like. Again, everything is aligned. The A is aligned with the B. The small Roman numerals are aligned with the small Roman numerals down here. Make sure things are lining up and you're being consistent. Next, transition statement. Boom, main point 2. And you see the same thing over here for main point 2. This time this person broke it down into A, B, and C. There's 3 main things that they wanted to talk about. And then they broke down the B topic a little bit more. So every time you feel you need to break it down or go more in depth on a specific thing, this is where I'm going to be looking for this stuff. And you're going to want to do this. Don't just give me a main point one and have a paragraph or two. I want to see you writing this in outline format. When I give you that feedback, what I mean is I need to see subpoints. I need to see subtopics. I need to see the A's and the B's, the ones and the two and the threes. I need to see that stuff. Again, transition, main point three, same thing happens, coordination of points. Notice how everything is lining up. Notice how up here in main point two, the Roman numerals line up with them down here. I'm looking for indentation, spacing, then all that stuff to line up. I'll be grading based on that structural stuff. I'll be grading clearly on the content, how well you're doing in-text citations like this, how well you're telling me where you're getting your information like this, but I'm also going to be grading on the structure. All right, so then we move on. This wraps up her final point. Bam. So now we're done with the body. She transitions out of that, and now she's going to transition us into the conclusion. The conclusion, centered and bolded. Restatement of thesis, review of main points, tie back to introduction, clincher, however you want to say it, that's fine. But again, it should look a little bit like this. Now, this person screwed up a little bit here because these bullet points were not the same as the ones she used in the preview, main points, and the introduction, but still, general concept is there. Consistency, coordination, all that stuff is key. And then as you'll see here, the reference page, it's attached to a separate page. So what I mean by that is, if in this case the outline ends like right here, and this is where your conclusion ends, don't just start the references right down in this area. Go to a completely new page and make sure that you start your references on a new page. All right, if you have any questions about this, and don't look at these references in terms of an example because there's a lot of errors in here. The structure's right, they're double spaced throughout, and they're hanging indents correct, but there's issues in the titles and things like that. If you have any questions about your outlines, please let me know, but I'll be looking at this structure. I'll be looking to have this kind of outline, this type of alignment, this type of coordination of points, and overall it should look kind of similar to this one here for each of your assignments, for each of your speeches.